Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of Highly Talkative, where we get high in conversation and discuss many topics from personal to community to anything that's going on in the world. So sit back, get cozy, and let me talk to you. Let's go. First and foremost, I know it has been a minute. I just needed some time to regroup myself and reprocess and process. There have been a lot of major updates. I couldn't even tell you guys where I left off last with y'all because I didn't even listen to the last episode like a big dummy, but it is what it is. Life has been really good to me lately. I am expecting my baby girl here in March, so I'm really just enjoying this pregnancy. I'm really, more in tune with myself this pregnancy. I'm not taking anybody's shit this pregnancy. I'm really just trying to be as stress-free as possible, especially because I want to try my best to do this naturally. I wanted a home water birth, but because I've had 2 C-sections that kind of look like it was out of the question unless I can find a workaround, then, I'm going to follow whatever the universe gives to me. But, yeah, so it's been that, it's been sports, it's been school, it's been work, it's been life. But I'm managing it, I cannot complain. I'm a single mother of soon to be 3. I really do this shit. And shout out to all the single parents, the single moms, the single dads. It takes a lot for us to really get things done, and I don't think that that's really recognized. When you have multiple kids in multiple sports, or even the same sports but different schedules, and you still have school stuff and work stuff, and it's just a lot of moving around that you have to do. Shout out to us, okay? Because imagine how 2-parent homes feel with multiple kids in one car and having to get them from here to there and figuring out schedules and all of that. We are literally just one person doing all of that on our own. And like I said, just kudos to us for real. I don't think maybe y'all give yourself flowers enough, or I don't even give myself flowers enough, because there's days where I'm just like, you don't do enough. Like, you really could be doing a lot more. But then, there's times where I remember to give myself grace, and a lot of people aren't doing all the things that we do or that I do. So, like I said, shout out to the single parents. It's hard, but it's very much well worth it. Yeah, so that was a little rant there. What have I really been, getting into? Like I said, I'm pregnant. I'm due in March. I cannot wait. We finally get our baby girl. My boys are so excited. My youngest, well, now middle child, is really excited to be a big brother. Like, he's so affectionate. He's always kissing and rubbing on my belly. Like, I really just love that for us. My oldest son, he's very excited as well. He went through a major change. He didn't cut his hair. He looks so much like an older boy. I love it and hate it at the same time. The hair just, it does something. But he's excited as well. He really wanted a little sister. He talks about all the time how he's going to be playing the game with his little sister in his arms and this and the third. And although I really love that, I want my boys to know that they still have a childhood. Like, even with my oldest, I want him to know, like, yes, you have a little brother, but you still have a childhood. Like, what's yours is yours, what's his, and what's meant to share will be shared. So that's how I kind of, want to go about it. But of course, if he wants to love on her, when he wants to love on her, or anything like that, if that's his choice, I don't want to take that away. Because at the end of the day, I am a single mom, so I do want to teach him in certain ways about certain aspects in life. So, that's taking care of a baby whenever you have to, or understanding when someone is tired and they really need your assistance, or, when it's okay to just be for you. And I think he's really grasping that concept. So I love that for him. Back to kind of what I was saying. I've been working at my new job now. It'll be going on 4 months at the end of this month. So that's a big plus. I'm excited, and things just are continuously elevating with the company. They're expanding. We're expanding more. We're hitting more gyms. I'm getting more opportunities to step into different positions that I've always seen myself in, but never thought that I could really reach that potential. So, shout out to the manifestation, shout out to all the journaling that I did, and shout out to really not stopping. As much shit that had been thrown my way, as hard as life had really gotten, I really never quit. And I give myself so much props for that because I didn't think I was nearly as strong as I actually am. So yeah, work's going great. Opportunities are opening. It's just flowing. I cannot complain when it comes to that. I really cannot. My personal hustles now, my businesses, my Sassy Ash Stash, which is my apparel business, my t-shirt business, everything custom, cups, mugs, hats, t-shirts, backpacks, chairs, etc. All of that, and of course, for those who've really been tuning in, my podcast, I have really fallen off since kind of like the summertime, maybe before then, but that's only because a lot has been happening and I really needed time to ground myself, find myself, and really put myself on some type of schedule to where it makes sense for me as much as I wanted it to make sense for me back then. Just jumping in with so much going on and the way life was going, I was literally just keeping myself busy. And podcasting is something that I've always wanted to do, but I don't think I really gave myself the time and really sat down and really focused on the work that it takes and the topics that you can discuss without sounding so repetitive. And I know there's so many podcasts out, so it's certain things that I didn't really take into consideration before jumping head first, but I don't regret it because I wouldn't be where I am now. I'm grateful for that. I just want to get back on track with posting regularly and promoting myself more. I don't have to have millions and millions of followers, but I do want to start with 1,000s, get more hundreds, get more recognized. And I want people to understand that I'm human just like they're human. I go through life just like they go through life. I don't want to put on a facade for anybody. I don't want to intentionally bash anybody or anything or any topic or anything like that. But I do want to be able to freely discuss how I feel. And I want the same thing for, anyone and everyone else. So that's kind of where I want to go with this platform. But again, I don't want to just strictly be about one topic. I want to be able to talk about any and everything. I want this to be something where you turn your radio on and you hear my voice and you're automatically like, yeah, I want to know what she's talking about today, because it's different. It's versatile. So I really want to focus on that. Set a schedule for, just sit down and record time, jot down notes so I can have stuff to discuss within the podcast, invite other entrepreneurs in or business owners in, and discuss topics when it comes to business and how they got started, because every business starts a different way. So that's really the goal. That's where I want to go with that. Now, not touch bases on single parenting, and it's a lot. It's hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very hard, but it just shows how much a person is really willing to sacrifice and what they're really willing to go through and grow through and really take on as a person. Yes, I wanted to be a parent. Yes, this is something I decided. No, I didn't know it was going to come with this many obstacles. No, I didn't think it was going to be peaches and cream and everything lovely, but there's been certain situations that I've been put in where I'm really just like, holy fucking shit. Did I really just go through that? Did that really just happen? Did this person really just say that to me? And old me, younger me, I'm still growing. I'm still learning and trying to go through and grow through things. But younger me, loose cannon. Right off the rocket, right off the rip, you say something I don't like, and I'm losing the shit. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck this. La da 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 da. And that's maybe early 20s, Ashley. 21, 22, 23, 25 at max. But I've learned that that's not always the case, and sometimes you really have to watch what you say and who you say it to, because sometimes words do stick. You can't take back what you said, because sometimes what you said is really how you feel, and you just couldn't get it out until you were at that breaking point. Like, I really hate that term or that saying, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. But words do hurt. Words stick. Words are memorable. Words will really have somebody sitting down in their thoughts, festering if this is really, how this person feels, or what this person thinks of me, or how somebody really sees me, or is this really who I am? Like, it really sits you, like, words sit you down. They really do. Um, so that's just the moral of that. So I really just try to watch what I say. Like, I may want to say it in a certain way. I may really mean a fuck you, but I can say it more in a sense of, I really don't have to deal with this right now. You have a great day. Or I can just block you, or I can just remove myself from the situation. You get it? And that's another thing that I've been working on when it comes to single parenting. Because for some reason, I find myself, and this might be a little TMI, but for some reason, I find myself never really judging anybody when it comes to their parenting. Like, I might say, oh yeah, my baby ain't finna suck no pacifier at 3 years old, or at 4 years old. Cutoff's like 18 months. But I'm not judging you. I'm not talking shit about you. Those are just facts that I'm stating. I don't know if it's my personality or the way that I just allow people to freely talk, because I expect to freely talk. But the way some people or some folks think that they can come at my child or my children talking about how they're so bad, or so this or so that, like, I had came to a boiling point with it where I used to be the queen of addressing shit on Facebook. Like, I wanted the world to see. I think I wanted some type of justification, clarification. I wanted somebody to be on my side, right? But now at this grown age, I don't care. You don't have to be on my side. You don't have to you don't have to see things the way that I see them. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to do none of that. But what you will not do is disrespect me or my children, especially if I did not disrespect you or your children or anything of that matter. But for some reason, people find it, and maybe that's why. Maybe I don't disrespect people enough for them to understand, like, you can keep your mouth shut because I didn't ask for that. But yeah, so anyway, I just got tired of people. Like, there was a breaking point, and I made a post on Facebook, and I vowed myself to kind of stay off of Facebook a little bit after that, which I have. Like, I'll post every now and then, but it's like kid highlights, the passing of my mom, but I'm really just on my Facebook story. But I want to, refocus myself and project on things and get in a different mindset that I don't need anybody else's outside opinion. So that's another thing that I've been working on. And like I said, when it comes to single parenting, that includes my children's fathers. Like, I don't care about how you feel when it comes to certain, like, okay, I care, but I don't care. Like, you can say what you want to say, or you can feel how you want to feel, per se. But once I tell you, cut it, it's getting disrespectful, cut it, it's getting disrespectful. Because the minute that we're both being disrespectful with one another, what is the point? And especially when there's nothing really to talk about but the child. You can feel how you feel about my parenting all day, but let's not forget, I'm the one that has them 24/7, fed, bed, school, here, there, 24/7. So I have to remember that, and then just be like, fuck how you feel. If that's how you feel, then that's how you feel, and I really don't give a damn. But don't be disrespectful. That's just that. Enough on that too, because I'm not going to talk about that all day, but I don't feel like that is a necessary topic to talk about, other than shout out to all the single parents. Do your big one. Don't stop. Keep going. You got this. You're strong. Your kids are watching you. Like, your kids are literally watching you every day, so make it count. Now, with me telling y'all I am pregnant, I am due in March, so I'm like halfway there, right? And I'm trying to stay as active as possible because I'm really manifesting the way that this birth is gonna go. It's gonna be something so magical and like, oh my God, girl, you really did that. Like, you are literally that girl. You birthed this baby after, a little bit of hiccups or, a little bit of doubt. Like you really birthed this baby in the way that you really envisioned it. And life so far has been going the way that I envisioned it. So I want to make sure I keep taking the proper steps to make sure that I get this vision that I see in reality. So I'm trying to stay as active as possible. I still go to the gym 4 times a week. I stretch 4 times a week, although I should be stretching 7 times a week. Um, I'm trying to stay more at peace, more calm, less stress with with the way that I'm feeling. And this is another reason why like I've kind of been the way that I've been lately, because I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want nobody to stress me this pregnancy because I don't deserve it, and this baby, like my baby girl, does not deserve it at all. So when I say I'm really just trying to be at peace, like I just want peace. I don't want no outside noise. I don't want nobody bringing any type of mess or stress. Like, yeah, I'll kiki with, some of my homegirls, like, oh my God, girl, did you hear blah, 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 blah. But outside of that, I don't, I don't too much really want to deal with it. And that goes into like my mental as well. My mental is way more important than anybody's drama or anybody's mess. Hence, you never hear that I'm in any drama or anybody's mess because I stay out of the way. Like, I'm not trying to be in nobody's way. I'm not trying to be in nobody's space. I'm not trying to be around, no, they did this raunchy ass shit. And oh, yeah, Ashley, no, like, leave me out of it. I don't want no parts. That's just that. Like, we can rock with it or we can't. It doesn't make me a difference. That's that. I feel like I'm kind of going on a rant, and that's okay. Parenting life, a whirlwind. Let's start with my youngest. He is so cute. I love him so bad. He's so loving and so sweet and so nonchalant and so I don't care and so he don't listen. Okay? Like, prime example, today we got home and I said, when you get out of the car, I want you to do this, this, and this. Literally 3 tasks. Do you think any of them tasks got done? Hell no. And then I'm the bad guy because I'm fussing at you now, but I wouldn't be fussing at you if you would just listen. That's all you gotta do, honey. All you have to do is listen. Like, I mean, I know it's a little hard because been there, done that, but bro. And I think it's because he's not always, but he's in his phone when I'm giving the task or wanting him to do stuff. So I just get to the point now where if I see you not doing what I'm asking you to do, I just snatch that shit right out your hand. Like, I don't even ask no questions. I literally just snatch that shit. And then he'll look at me like, Mom. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I told you to go do X, Y, and Z. And then he'll go get it done. And I'm just like, was that so hard? Like, you really couldn't have just did that before I started fussing at you? Like, you couldn't just put your phone down and go do the task and then come back to get it because it would still be right there? I'm not going to say I don't care about screen time because I definitely do to an extent. But I guess, I'm kind of raising my kids the same way my mom raised me. You do what you got to do, and I'm not going to bother you. But the minute that I have to bother you because you're not doing what you're doing, I'm going to bother you. My oldest, for example, I'll give him a task, and he will only complete one thing out of the task. And then I'll call him back, and then he'll complete the second thing. But while he's completing the second thing, I give him the rundown of everything I need him to do. And then I'll see him say, okay, he'll complete the second thing, and then he'll go right back upstairs. And at this point, I get annoyed because I've already repeated myself twice. I don't want to do it a third time. So when I see you going up the stairs, I'm going to let you get all the way up the stairs. I'm going to let you get in bed. I'm going to let you get comfy. And then I'm going to call you right back down. When I call you back down, then I'm going to start giving you things that I need you to do one by one. Because clearly, you can't take the full list, right? And it might be 3 things, it might be 4 things, it might be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things. Okay? It is what it is. Everybody got to hold their weight around this house. But I will let you take as many trips upstairs as it takes, and then come right back downstairs as it takes until you finally remember everything that you had to do. It's just that easy. Say I'm in bed and I want some noodles, but I don't want to get up. I can literally call him and be like, can you please make me some noodles? And he'll go do it. And I think it's only because I'm pregnant, because any other time I'd have to beg this man. Man, excuse me. Well, he's a man, child. Shit, that boy, he thinks he's a man. But like any other time, I'd have to ask him, and he'd be like, can I do it after my game? And I'm like, man, whatever, yeah, that's cool. But ever since I've been pregnant, anything I ask him to do when it comes to food or like making some food, he's gonna do it. No questions asked. So I love that for me. I wonder how they're really gonna be after I'm pregnant, just to really see like if they're gonna be as helpful as they think they're gonna be. But anyways, taking care of myself has been a really big priority for me lately. I've come to a really good realization and rationalization that if I'm not happy, well, I've been done that saying, if I'm not happy, my kids can see that, but like if I'm not happy, if I'm not getting up, putting myself first, doing my facial routine, taking a shower before I go make the boys or dress the boys and have them do whatever they need to do, getting dressed first, or going to the gym before I really like tend to what needs to be done in the house. I focus on me first, and then everything else follows, because I have to be the best me for my boys. They, like I said, they're watching me, and I want to give them something to watch. Like, I want them to grow up and be like, yeah, my mom was a single mom, and yeah, excuse me if you can hear my dogs, but yeah, my mom was a single mom, and yeah, my mom did this, and yeah, my mom did that, but at the end of the day, my mom got shit done, bro. Like, my mom is a different breed, because she is. Just like my mom was. I think I am like, I'm not going to say the epitome of what my mom was, but I think my mom would be really proud of me. Especially with like the obstacles and everything that I've faced since, she passed so far. I think she would be really, really proud of me. I'm very proud of me. So, anyways, taking care of myself first has just been like a really major thing. Like, even still, I be telling myself, like, girl, get up. You might be pregnant, but that doesn't mean all you can wear is leggings and a crop top. Like, get up, get dressed, find you a cute little outfit. And if you need to get bigger clothes, so be it. But try to do something. Put on a dress. See if you got some jeans you can still fit with a cute little crop top. Like, make it work. And that's what I've been working on. And I love that for me. Me first, and then everything else after that. I think I'm gonna cut it there, only because I keep yawning. I don't think my next segment is gonna be like super long, but it's gonna be long enough. Like I said, I'm gonna take notes, but this was just like a catch up. Hey y'all, I'm still here. I have more to come. Get my foot back out. Not a revamp, but a refresh. Let's just get back into this. Let's get back to the swing of things. Let's really get this momentum back going. And with that being said, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at highly.talkative. You can also follow me on Facebook. I'm on Highly Talkative there as well. You can also shoot me an email at highly.talkative@gmail.com if you have any suggestions or feedback that you would love to provide for me. I'd love that, because at the end of the day, that helps me grow, gives me new ideas. Who even knows? Might even get some sponsorships if we do this right. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Make sure y'all like and subscribe anywhere where it asks you to like and subscribe. Make sure y'all follow my pages on Facebook and Instagram. Y'all have a great one. Deuces.